Just look today. The average human being has no idea about what's really happening with the political and economic system they're part of. They have no idea. It's too complicated. It's you just want to. What was the score of the ice hockey game yesterday? A former prime minister of New Zealand directly told me this. He said he was in a he regularly participated in group discussions with other national leaders about the future of humanity. And he said, there was a time when we political leaders thought that people could become dissatisfied to the extent that they would rise up and rebel. He said, we don't think that anymore. All you do is give the people 80 channels of television, heaps of sports teams, and they're satisfied. Not just one team in your city, but you gradually got to double it and triple it. The more sports teams, the better. The more TV channels, the better. And people, they don't bother you. And he said, what's wrong with that? They get what they want. So he kept repeating a certain mantra to me while he was describing the situation. He said, if you're smart enough to figure this out, just become one of us. Otherwise, just watch your sports, watch your TV, don't worry about it. But if you want to rise above that ignorance, just become one of us. No problem. You take your choice. He said, I know. You idealists think that this is really, it's acting without integrity. I used to think like that, but you just got to go with the flow. That's what the way the world is. That's the way the world is. I didn't make it like that, This is the way business is done. This is how society goes on. What can you do? So when I was younger, I was more idealistic, but now I just realized that that's the way it is, and so we might as well get on with it. And then he repeated his second mantra, someone has to be in control. So if you're smart enough to figure it out, become a controller. Otherwise, just watch your TV, watch your sports, and forget about it. Participate in your cosmetic election system, and don't worry about anything else. So, and that's very convenient for those in power, as this former Prime Minister of New Zealand was telling me. He was telling me amazing things like, the goal is to wipe out the middle class. They just get in the way. We want everything like China. Either you're a controller or you're a peon, a worker. Nothing in between. So the middle class, they just screw everything up. They think they know something. They went to the university. They want to tell the government what to do. They just get rid of them. He said there'll be an economic crisis that will take care of them all. And he told me that in the year 2002.